What is going on? Welcome to No Chill Promos. How y'all doing? Hope y'all having a blessed Memorial Day, but it's also my 33rd expedition, right? And I always hate when it coincides with Memorial Day, because sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the year. But I've known men that have gone overseas and didn't come back. So days like this were bittersweet for me. Besides the fact that I'm still dealing with allergies, so I'm not my best. But I want to give you guys something. I wanted to cover NXT Battleground because overall this was a good ass pay-per-view. So without further ado, let's get into it. First, we'll start off with the Women's North American Championship match. You got Kalani Jordan versus the reigning, defending, undisputed Women's North American Champion, Soruka. Now, this was a great opening match. And honestly, I think this might be better than their first match. I'm not going to hold you. And I'm curious to see Meltzer's or Alvarez's reaction to this match, because I'm pretty sure it was Meltzer that shitted on their first match. This goober, and I don't like using that word, I think it's corny, but he is the personification of the word goober. He had the audacity to be like, oh, that match, that wasn't wrestling, that was like a showcase of women's gymnastics. Like, really? Like, you don't say that when fucking Ricochet and Will Ospreay are doing all the flippity flips and they're fucking overrated ass matches? Get the fuck out of here, man. And I can't really break down these matches on this card because of copyrights. I already know, so I'm not going to waste my time. Fast forward to the finish, we see Soruka hits a diving top rope stole snatcher to Kalani Jordan. 1, 2, 3. And still, the Women's North American Champion, Soruka, as she should be. Right now, I want to see the trilogy, right? And when it happens, it needs to be for the NXT Women's Championship, because there's no fucking reason why Soruka or Kalani Jordan can't be the NXT Women's Champion. You put the fucking belt on Roxanne Perez twice. Okay? I ain't trying to hear that shit. Get the fuck out of here. Both these two are better than Roxanne Perez. So there's no fucking reason why they can't be NXT Women's Champion at some point before they get called up. Now, if they get called up, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? But that's what I want to see. But we move on. We see my nigga Mike Santana here in NXT. He said it took him 16 years for him to finally step foot in this building. Just in case y'all don't know me, I'm Badass Boricua from the Boogie Down Bronx, representing TNA. He then gets interrupted by No Quarter Catch Crew's Charlie Dempsey, Tavion Heights looking like he belongs in the Bloodline, and the lovely Ren Sinclair. And keep in mind, in the background, they're doing a little foreshadowing, little Easter egg of Toxic Attraction. You know, you got JC Jane, Fallon Henley, you're arguing for whatever reason, you know, so don't be surprised if they break up this Tuesday on NXT. But Charlie, he was like, man, it's bad enough where we have Joe Hendry in the main event, still in our spotlight. We don't need your kind here as well. And Tavion was like, whoa. Hey, I think this is an opportunity, you know, for me to go up against the standard of TNA. And Santana was like, see, that's the attitude I like. Better than your homeboy over here. So I'll tell you what, you give your management, I give my management, and I'll see you in 48 hours. And we go backstage with Ava. She's talking to two of AAA's finest. We have Dallas and Chick Tormenta. And we already know why they're here. Right, but we move on to the next match. 6-man tag team match. You got Hank and Tank, Josh Briggs versus the Colink. You got Brooke Jensen. You have Nico. Or the Rush. the fake animal, and you got the leader, Shawn Spears, aka Ty Dillinger. Now, even though this match was predictable because the calling were jobbers, Hank and Tank were the tag team champions, they were gonna win. And they did. But it was still a good match nonetheless. I enjoyed it. Fast forward to the finish. Hank and Tank hit their tag team finisher, the Jensen. 1, 2, 3. Hank and Tank and Briggs goes over. Afterwards, we see the calling. They're salty as fuck. They jump Hank and Tank and Briggs. And then we see Izzy Dames going to grab a chair. And then out of nowhere, we see the big homie, Yoshiki Inamura. He's back in NXT, got a good pop. He helps clear out the calling from the ring. He gives Briggs a big ass hug, and it's a feel good moment. But we move on backstage with it's not confidence, it's all ego. Mr. Ethan Page. Ethan says, a lot of people around here are saying that you, Ricky, are the coolest guy in NXT. Now, real quick, who's saying that? that's what I want to know. Who the fuck said that? I never once thought to myself, yeah, Ricky Maivia, he's the coolest guy in NXT. What? Like, he ain't cooler than Dirula Obafemi. He's not cooler than the young OG, Javon Evans. He ain't cooler than Whoop That Trick, Trick Williams. He ain't cooler than the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo. I'm just saying. Alright, no offense to Ricky, but it is what it is. Ethan then says that, Ricky, ever since you stepped foot here at NXT, you've been following my footsteps. But that path ends this Tuesday because I will become the new North American champion. Ava shows up. She does the Miz. When my hand goes up, your mouth goes shut. She says that because of your bullshit with Ricky, you guys are opening Tuesday night. And whoever wins gets the Defender belt at Worlds Collide in June. That's all that happened here, so we move on to the next match. It's a grudge match. You have the Don of NXT, Tony D'Angelo versus the Underboss, Channing Stacks Lorenzo. And come to find out, I didn't know he was engaged to Ariana Grace. I did not know that. So big ups to him. Right? Well, both of them. That's dope. But this match right here was all about storytelling, and I appreciate it. Right? Because at one point where the Don, he was whooping Stacks' ass, right? Just pummeling him, and then Stacks was like, hey, Tony, listen, Tony, I'm sorry, forgive me. I apologize. Forgive me. And then Tony was like, you made your bed. Alright, so he's going to finish him off, and then out of nowhere, we see Luca Crucifino coming out of nowhere, interrupting the match. The Don was like, the fuck? Stacks hits the low blow, then he hits the forget about it. Knee to the back of the head. 1, 2, 3. The Underboss goes over. Afterwards, we see Luca. He confronts Tony. He was like, come on, man, put it there. And Tony was like, back the fuck up. Keep your hands to yourself, man. What the fuck was that? So best believe this Tuesday we're going to get some answers to Luca's actions and why he caused distraction for Stacks to take advantage and fuck over the Don, Tony D'Angelo. But we move on to the match of the night, and it's for the NXT Women's Championship. You have the Juggernaut, Jordan Grace versus the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT Women's World Champion, the Chilean dime piece, the sexy goat demon chick, Bonito Applebum says you gotta put me on, La Primera herself, Stephanie Vaquer. Now, my favorite moment in this match was when Stephanie was trying to go for the devil's kiss to Jordan, but Jordan counters it, stops it, throws Stephanie on top of the table, then looks at Booker T, then Booker T was pissed off. He says, oh, hell no. Tell me she didn't just do that. What the hell's her problem? Again, Booker T is hilarious. Alright, fast forward. And she finally hits the devil's kiss, and then you see this dude. He is. Look at the look at Booker T's face. He's like, ah. And then Vic, he's like, the fuck? yeah, man. You know, hey, Vic's like, you need to calm the fuck down, man. Like, ain't you married? Like, I'd love to see Stephanie versus Queen Charmel. That'd be hilarious. But nah, this match was excellent. Yeah, Jordan, she did like a package powerbomb at one point, and then the chemistry between these two was fantastic. Like, it was a great match. It really was. You know, so if there's any match, I recommend watching this whole fucking pay-per-view, to be honest. You know what I mean? Despite that big ass Doom Dark Ages ad in the middle of the ring, which is like my only criticism, because I fucking hate, like, leave the ring alone, man. Like, there's already enough ads throughout this fucking show as it is, man. You're just being greedy. That's just pure greed at that point, man. But yeah, this match was fantastic. Fast forward to the finish. Stephanie hits the spinal tap to Jordan Grace. 1, 2, 3, and still NXT Women's Champion Stephanie the Care. Right afterwards, we see Dalise and Chi Tormenta. They're checking out the competition. Stephanie Van Care. Stephanie says, "Bring que putas, I'll be la jefe around here." We then move on, we get a promo from Mr. Ricky Maivia, the Pebble himself, Ricky Saints. He had a lukewarm reaction, and I really didn't care for this promo, but basically he was like, he's gonna whoop Ethan Page's ass. Alright, he can't touch him. He's like, he's a champion, he's the ambassador for this company. As long as he's North American champion, the revolution will be televised. Right? It doesn't matter who it is or where I go. I will defend this belt against anybody here in NXT, AAA. You could send me to Tijuana, you could send me to Mexico City. It don't matter. And then he gets interrupted by Ethan Page. They fight. You see Ricky Saints. He does a diving crossbody to the outside, wiping everybody out. And that's pretty much it for the segment. So we move on to the next match, and it's for the NXT World Championship. You got my boy Miles Bourne. I like Miles from Jump. You know what I mean? Like, I like the no QCC. You know, and I think the way he talks is fascinating. Like, the first time I heard him cut a promo, I'm like, cut more promos. I mean, like, for real, like, I know people are going to make fun of him because it's a speech impediment, you know, because they're fucking assholes, but that's what makes him unique. Like, embrace that shit, and that's exactly what he's doing. But he's going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed NXT World Champion, Derulo Obafemi. And this too was a good ass match. The people believed in Orton Jr. from 2009, because I shit you not, like, after watching this match, I see why people were saying that he has a crazy resemblance to a bald Orton back when he was a menace to society back in from 08 to 010. That version of Orton, crazy. It is crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, the way he does the drop kick and that fucking power slam of his, I'm like, that was Orton-esque to a T. Even the people, they were chanting RKO, RKO, RKO. And as much as I like Miles, it's not his time yet. So fast forward to the finish. Uba hits a release suplex, hits a pop-up powerbomb, then finishes him off with a fall from Grace powerbomb for the 1, 2, 3, and still the NXT World Champion Derulo Obafemi. Now, I will say this. I could see them running this back in the near future. You know what I mean? Like, they had good chemistry out there. It was a good-ass match. The crowd is behind Miles. Like, this man is winning in life. Alright? Stock is rising up. He's dating Stephanie Van Care. Come to find out, I didn't know this. I thought he was married, but big ups to him. Alright? So, if he were to beat Obafemi, I wouldn't be mad at it. But we move on to the main event.
Well, it looks like the fight's already started. It's time for the main event.
It's for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. You have Mr. Whoop That Trick. Whoop That Trick. Yeah, whoop that trick. Whoop that trick. I like it. Ah, yeah, man. Mr. Trick Williams going up against the reigning, defending, undisputed TNA World Heavyweight Champion. I believe in Joe Hendry. And the main event delivered as well. All these matches were on point. There weren't no bad matches on this card. The show itself just flew on by. You know what I mean? Just an easy watch. And that's what wrestling should be. Both these men went out there, did their thing. We fast forward to the finish. Right? See, Trick hits the flapjack to Joe Hendry on top of the title. The ref seen it. He was like, he just allowed it. You know what I mean? That was a foreign object in the middle of the ring. But it was like, oh, but it was the accident. But was it? Come on, man. Right? But Trick hits the trick shot to Joe Hendry. 1, 2, 3. And, no! TNA World Heavyweight Champion. Whoop that Trick Williams. This was crazy. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, I didn't think they were gonna pull the trigger, but they did. They actually did. I'm like Booker T. I'm like, ah, you know, like, ah, you know. He even did a fucking spin-a-rooney in the middle of the match. You know what I mean? Like, this was crazy to see. You know, hey, I'm all for it. Just like I stated during my Under Siege review for TNA, Trick Williams is now a 3-time world champion, and he's the first ever cross-promotional champion for NXT NA. And it's got people talking. You know, people like myself rapidly see Trick Williams succeed. You got haters gonna hate. You're like, oh, it's bullshit. They're really gonna get the belt to R. Willie? Now that's fucking crazy. I ain't gonna compare Trick Williams to fucking R. Kelly. That's super disrespectful. Like, stop it. I don't see Trick Williams going out there mid-promo being like, I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. Or, I'm trapped in the closet. You know what I mean? Like, stop, man. It's like, I get it if you don't like the dude. Hey, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? I have nothing against Trick Williams, and I'm happy for him. Then we see the TNA press, Carlos Silva. He is not happy. That man is pissed. Kayfabe wise, he already knew that Trick was going to win. Like, come on, man. That'd be crazy to not tell the president that, hey, your new champion is going to be Trick Williams. That'd be fucked up. I'm not going to lie to you. I'll be pissed off too if that was the case. I'm pretty sure he knew. All right, but yeah, that's it for Battleground. I forgot which Bella said it like that. Was it Nikki or was it Brie? Might have been Brie. I don't even know. But yeah, let me know your guys' thoughts on the pay-per-view. What was your favorite match, your favorite moment? Put that shit in the comment section. To those who go out their way and like and comment my videos, I truly appreciate it. To those who go out their way to dislike my videos, more power to you. As far as what's next, I'll cover fucking AEW's Double or Nothing. Don't worry. It's coming up probably tomorrow because I'm still not feeling my best here today. So that's probably it for me today. But I gotta finish watching it too. After I seen that opening match, I said, fuck this shit. I'm out. Went to Battleground and I'm happy that I did because this pay-per-view was good. Very, very good. And it's sad. It's fucking sad how much better this shit was than Saturday Night's Velocity, Saturday Night's Heat, Saturday Night's main event. It's not even close, man. It's fucking sad. It really, really is. But I digress, and I waste enough of you guys' time. So with that said, be safe, be blessed, take care of yourself, protect your yours, your loved ones, stay warm, stay dry, stay frosty. But most importantly, trust in God. God be with you. I'm out of here. And until next time, adios.